Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2024 Leaf Vivid Baseball to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks. And let you know we go live and eBay Live. Also mention to purchase essay for link down in the description. Box number 1, Gavin Gravok, 9/10. Keter Montero, 2/3. Alejandro Osuna, 4/10. Peyton Toll, 2/3. Christian Scott, 2/3. Cam Caminiti, 3/10. And Roman Anthony, 6/9. Ichiro, 2/8. Adolfo Sanchez, 10/10. Brandon Montgomery, 9/9. Blake Burke, 1/10. Chris Cortez, 2/8. Dean Moss, 2/3. And Josué Paula, 7/8. Walker Yanek, 1/7. Bobby Wood Jr., 2/2. Nick Kurtz, 9/9. Caden Dana, 1/2. Angel Martinez, 5/9. Eric Petoni, 1/5. And Goose Gossage, 8/10. George Brett, 4/10. Quinn Young, 2/5. Harrison Waldrop, 1/1. Kobe Mayo, 1/8. Blake Mitchell, 1/1. Joseph Lugo, 8/10. And dual auto, Travis Bazzana and Jason Churio, 1/5. Frank Thomas, 5/10. Mark Grace, 1/2. Yanquiel Fernandez, 7/9. Devin Taylor, 3/4. Walker Yanek, 9/9. Tyler Bremner, 8/10. And Sebastian Walcott, 1/8. Sammy Sosa, 9/9. James Wood, 7/8. Max Bellieu, 2/8. Cam Kojal, 7/7. Gavin Gravok, 3/6. Cecil Fielder, 5/10. And Rentaro Sasaki, 1/5. Box number 7. Cam Kojal, 7/9. Charlie Condon, 1/9. Jefferson Rojas, 2/10. Bryce Cunningham, 1/1. Caden Bodine, 2/5. Gary Gilhill, 4/10. And Dylan Cruz, 1/9. Brady House, 5/5. Johnny Bench, 2/10. Wellington Herrera, 1/6. Brooks Lee, 1/2. Trey Phelps, 3/4. Nolan Souza, 1/1. And triple auto, Colt Emerson, Felton Celestine, and Lazaro Montez, 7/7. Box number 9. We've got a hot box. Every card will be a 1/1. Walker Yannick, Ryan Sandberg, Jalen Flores, Tyson Lewis, Felton Celestine, Brady House, and dual auto, Nolan Ryan and Juan Gonzalez. Going for the lasers. And finally, box number 10. Manny Ramirez, 2/4. Spencer Jones, 4/8. Ava Arquette, 4/10. Brady Ebel, 1/5. Luis Morales, 8/8. Dylan Dreiling, 1/2. And triple auto, Paul Skeens, Travis Bazzana, and Ethan Holiday. Boom. 1/4. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Do appreciate it. Look forward to having y'all back in here for some more baseball. We've got this in Stars and Stripes out the wazoo. So look forward to having y'all in. For the hits, Gavin Gravak, Keto Montero, Alejandro Osuna, Peyton Toll, Christian Scott, Cam Caminiti, Roman Anthony, Ichiro, Adolfo Sanchez, Brandon Montgomery, Blake Burke, Chris Cortez, Dean Moss, Josue DePaula, Walker Yannick, Bobby Baseball, Nick Kurtz, Caden Dana, Angel Martinez, Eric Petoni, Goose Gossage, George Brett, Quinn Young, Hurston Waldrop, Kobe Mayo, Blake Mitchell, Joe Zalugo, Frank Thomas, Mark Grace, Young P.L. Fernandez, Devin Taylor, Walker Yannick, Tyler Bremner, Sebastian Walcott, Sammy Sosa, James Wood, Max Bellew, Cam Kojal, Gavin Gravak, Cecil Fielder, Lorenzo Sasaki, Cam Kojal, Charlie Condon, Jefferson Rojas, Bryce Cunningham, Caden Bodine, Gary Gilhill, Dylan Cruz, Brady House, Johnny Bench, Wellington Herrera, Brooks Lee, Trey Phelps, Nolan Souza, Walker Yannick, Ryan Sandberg, Jalen Flores, Tyson Lewis, Felton Celestine, Brady House, Manny Ramirez, Spencer Jones, Iva Arquette, Brady Ebel, Luis Morales, Dylan Dreiling. And headed to random.org. We've got a couple of these to take care of. Travis Bazzana, Jason Churio, and Nolan Ryan, Juan Gonzalez, dual autos, and triple autos for Colt Emerson, Felton Celestine, and Lazaro Montez, and Paul Skeens, Travis Bazzana, and Ethan Holiday. We're going to head to random.org real quick and get these knocked out. Then we're on to 2025 Leaf Metal Baseball in a few minutes. We'll be back with that in a bit. Alright, we've got random order pulled up and good to go. Got some dice for us. Go ahead and roll these. Got to be 3 or higher to be valid for us. Gonna go 10 times on each random, starting off with the dual auto of Travis Mazzana and Jason Churio. That is 9 times. Final roll. Jason Churio coming out on top. Next up is dual auto, Nolan Ryan and Juan Gonzalez. That is 9 times. Final roll. Juan Gonzalez coming out on top. Colt Emerson, Felton Celestine, and Lazaro Montez. That is 9 times. Final roll. Lazaro Montez staying on top. And finally, Paul Skeens, Travis Mazzana, Ethan Holiday. Triple auto. That is 9 times. Final roll. Ethan Holiday coming out on top. Congratulations on that. Alright, that is it for baseball. We're on to 2025 Leaf Pro Set Metal Football here in a few seconds. Going to get that set up and good to go. Get you guys back here momentarily. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm Beebs. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Pro Set Metal Football to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and even live. Also, you mention no purchase necessary for link down in the description. Box number 1, good luck everybody. Of course, we will start off with a Joe Montana, the ever-present, 8/25. DeQuan Felton, 4/49. Ryan Day, 6/15. Mark Brunell, 9/25. Demond Williams Jr., 43/49. Nick Marsh, 15/15. Demarcus Davis, 3/5. Tom Tracy Jr., 7/10. Tommy Walker, 7/20. Amar Johnson, 7/8. And Dylan Gabriel, 14/15. Jalen Daniels, 6/25. Jim Kelly, 3/5. Odell Beckham Jr. /49. Urian Dickey, 6/10. Noah Rogers, 10/25. Jalen Henderson, 9/9. Jalen Lloyd, 14/20. Ready, set, go. Noah Fafita, 4/10. Tyler Huff, 20/20. Thomas Castellanos, 12/20. And Katron Allen, 17/25. Malik Washington, 22/25. Ethan Grunkmeyer, 6/15. Ty Hawkins, 8/49. Trayvon Diggs, 4/15. Garrett Nussmeier, 28/49. Justin Thurman, 12/15. Caden Salter, 13/20. Caleb Johnson, 2/10. Jackson Arnold, 6/10. Robert Lewis, Pro Set Platinum, 6/8. And Jaden Bow, 1/25. There's your bow of the day. Tez Johnson, 9/25. Le'Veon Moss, 12/15. Aaron Anderson, 6/10. John Elway, 4/5. Earl Campbell, printing play 1/1. Giles Jackson, 5/10. Max Brosmer, 12/15. Elvin Bethea, 4/20. And Elvin Bethea, 1/1. Sure, why not? And Cam Ward, 5/25. Who needs any kind of good collation? Just put them all together. Chris Henry Jr., 14/25. And Dylan Gabriel, 8/25. Little double up. Bob Greasy, 35/49. Cade Klubnik, 11/15. Johnny Football, 12/49. Otis Anderson, 10/49. Nick Harbor, 1/9. Amarian Miller, 19/20. Marcus Harris, 1/1. Braylon Russell, 2/8. And dual auto, Bernie Kosar and Johnny Manziel. I like that. 9/10. Michael Hawkins Jr., 2/25. Marv Levy, 8/25. Ryan Williams, 13/25. Dylan Jones, 6/7. TJ Moore, 46/49. Lewis Bond, 2/5. Kellen Winslow, 18/20. Present plan for Joe Montana, 3/10. Roddy White, 16/25. Madden 9 Maliva, 1 of 1. And Harlan Berry, 6 of 9. Harlan Berry, 3 of 25. Raheem Sanders, 2 of 3. Katron Allen, 20 of 49. Cam Coleman, 23 of 49. Frank Gore, 7 of 25. Devon Dampier, 10 of 15. Phil Moffitt, 10 of 15. Ethan Hampton, 1 of 1. LeJontay Wester, 1 of 10. Jake Brenningstool, 25 of 25. And 1 of 1, Cam Coleman. Trayvon Diggs, 1 of 25. Cardinal Tate, 2 of 15. TJ Finley, 7 of 49. Jalen Daniels, 1 of 15. Ricky Waters, 2 of 15. Mario Anderson Jr., 1 of 9. Brandon Ennis, 8 of 8. Coy Parrish, 3 of 10. Jordan Davison, 13 of 25. Kendrick Law, 2 of 15. And Sam Levitt, 5 of 9. Box number 9. Well, we've got a 1 of 1 for the surnames. This is going to be the third one that we've had so far. And this one is for Elijah Haven. Actually, this is the fourth one now. Boom. It is now your sworn duty to finish that. Bryce Underwood, 9 of 49. Art Monk, 6 of 15. William Perry, 4 of 5. Mabry Metzauer, 19 of 25. Ethan Gronkmeyer, 9 of 10. Jack Endries, 15 of 20. Ryan Puglisi, 1 of 10. Brady Cook, 11 of 25. And DJ Lagway, 15 of 20. And final box of the break, box number 10. Good luck, everybody. The blue on blue is nice. That is the only compliment he will get from me. Jamar Chase, 5 of 5. It's a nice one. To be fair, DJ Lagway is easily, like, I consider like a top Heisman candidate. Braden Nicolosi, 10 of 25. Jaden Bow, 20 of 49. Ulysses Bentley IV, 1 of 49. Dylan Sampson, 5 of 25. Mabry Metzauer, 1 of 1. Ricky Collins, 11 of 20. Zion Chris, 4 of 7. JT Lindsay, 9 of 9. Donovan Olagbode, 8 of 8. And Ryan Williams to close us out, 4 of 7. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Really do appreciate it. Do look forward to having y'all back in here sometime soon for more breaks. We've got more of this, as well as regular metal, super boxes, jumbo boxes, etc. as well on the horizon. For the hits, DeQuan Felton, Ryan Day, Mark Brunell, Devon Williams Jr., Nick Marsh, DeMarcus Davis, Tyron Tracy Jr., Tommy Walker, Amar Johnson, Dylan Gabriel, Jim Kelly, Odell Beckham Jr., Urian Dickey, Noah Rogers, Jalen Henderson, Jalen Lloyd, Noah Fafita, Tyler Huff, Thomas Castellanos, Katron Allen, Ethan Grunkmeyer, Ty Hawkins, Trayvon Diggs, Garrett Nussmeyer, Justin Thurman, Caden Salter, Caleb Johnson, Jackson Arnold, Robert Lewis, Jaden Bow, Le'Veon Moss, Aaron Anderson, John Elway, Earl Campbell, Giles Jackson, Max Rosemary, or Elvin Bethea, 1 and 2. Cam Ward, Bob Greasy, Cade Klubnik, Johnny Manziel, Otis Anderson, Nick Carver, Omari Miller, Marcus Harris, and Braylon Russell. Marv Levy, Ryan Williams, Dylan Jones, TJ Moore, Lewis Bond, Kellen Winslow, Joe Montana, Roddy White, Matt Niamaliava, Harlan Berry, Raheem Sanders, Katron Allen, Cam Coleman, Frank Gore, Devon Dampierre, Phil Maffa, Ethan Hampton, LeJontay Wester, Jake Burning-Stool, and Cam Coleman. Cardinal Tate, TJ Finley, Jalen Daniels, Ricky Waters, Mario Anderson, Brandon Ennis, Coy Parrish, Jordan Davison, Kendrick Law, Sam Levitt, Bryce Underwood, Art Monk, William Perry, Mabry Metzauer, Ethan Grockmeyer, Jack Endries, Ryan Puglisi, Brady Cook, and DJ Lagway. Brandon Falnicolosi, Jaden Bow, Ulysses Millie IV, Dylan Sampson, Mabry Metzauer, Ricky Collins, Zion Chris, JT Lindsay, Donovan Olugbode, and Ryan Williams. For the nameplates, Joe Montana, Jalen Daniels, Malik Washington, Tez Johnson, Chris Henry Jr., Dylan Gabriel, Michael Hawkins Jr., Harlan Berry, Trayvon Diggs, Elijah Haven, 1 of 1, and Jamar Chase. And headed to random.org, we have got Bernie Kosar and Johnny Manziel. Out of 10. Alright, that is it for football. Thank you guys again for being here, being part of the break. We're on to 2025, Leaf Metal Pop Century here in a few minutes. Going to get that set up good to go. So take care of the random. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to do your high to be valid for us. We're going to go 7 times on the random. Good luck to both of you. That's 5 times. 3 plus 6 is 9. That is nowhere near. I thought it was 6 for a second. There we go. That is 8 times. 3 plus 6 is 9. See, I'm good at my job, I swear. Final roll. Johnny Football coming up on top. Congratulations. Alright, that is it for football. We are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century here in a second. Going to get that set up and good to go. Get you guys back here momentarily. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Video got one case of 2025, the Leaf Metal Pop Century to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and even live. Also, you mentioned no purchase necessary. Link down in the description. Alright. Box number one. Good luck, everybody. Simon Wright. And printing plate for Marissa Tomei. It's a little ghostly there, but we'll take it. Start with the press proofs. Melissa Gilbert. 8/15. John Travolta. 3/3. Christina Applegate. 3/6. And Megan Fox. 2/2. Bo Derek and Dominic Chianesi. Lupita Nyong'o, 6/7. Famke Janssen, 2/5. Jamie Presley, 1/1. And Michael Douglas on card inscribed, 20/100. Kelsey Grammer, and dual Joan Collins and Heather Locklear. Out of headed to random.org. Deviante Gata, 2/3. Marley Shelton, 4/10. Pete Best, 10/10. And Sarah Michelle Gellar on card, 27/500. Dave Portnoy and Ron Howard. Dominic Chianesi, 3/5. Oriani, 7/15. Lara Flynn Boyle, 2/4. And triple auto, Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, Juliette Lewis, 1/1. Nice. That'll also be headed to random.org. Box number 5. Chris McNichol and Kevin Bacon. Trade the Truth, 6/7. Amanda Bearsey, 2/3. Frank Fair, 4/4. And Amelia Clark, 1/1. We will take that. Juliette Lewis, and Penelope Ann Miller. Chevy Chase, 5 of 15. Selma Blair, 1 of 1. Tim Robbins, 5 of 5. And Priscilla Presley, 6 of 10. Benedict Cumberbatch and Marissa Tomei. Jamie Kennedy, 3 of 8. Joey Fatone, 3 of 4. Edward Furlong, 1 of 3. And Efren Ramirez. Vote for Pedro. On card inscribed, 91 out of 150. Ed O'Neill and Heather Locklear. Dale Bazeo, 18 of 20. Juliette Lewis, 5 of 6. Danny Elfman, 6 of 7. And dual auto of Melissa and Joe Gorga, 6 of 6. Box number 9. Leonard Bolton and Leah Michelle. Cody Rigsby, 2 of 4. Dina Manoff, 1 of 25. Mystery Redemption for the Mystery Redemption spot. And Marissa Tomei, 2 of 3. And finally, box number 10. Good luck, everybody. John Schneider and Jillian Anderson. What's the mystery redemption? It is a mystery to us what the redemption is. You send in the code to Leaf if you want it, or buy one, and then they pick a random card off of the list of people who are available by redemption for the Pearl Autos, and send you one. Tony Orlando, 8 of 8. Jimmy Walker, 6 of 6. Chevy Chase again, 8 of 10. And William Shatner, to close us out, 1 of 7. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break. As always, going to go ahead and get a hit recap going. Then we'll take care of the 3 randoms ahead of us. After this, we do have 2025 Leaf Metal Sports Heroes coming up. Stay tuned for that if you are also in that break. For the hits, Christina Applegate, Bo Derek, Dominic Chianesi, Famke Janssen, Devontae Gata, Dave Portnoy, Dominic Chianesi, Amanda Bearsey, Frank Fair, Amelia Clark, Chevy Chase, Benedict Cumberbatch, Edward Furlong, Efren Ramirez, Ed O'Neill, Heather Locklear, Dale Bazeo, Danny Elfman, Cody Rigsby, Dina Manoff, Mystery Redemption, Jillian Anderson, and Chevy Chase. Melissa Gilbert, Marissa Tomei, John Travolta, Megan Fox, Lupita Nyong'o, Jamie Presley, Michael Douglas, Kelsey Grammer, Marley Shelton, Pete Best, Oriani, Lara Flynn Boyle, Chris McNichol, Kevin Bacon, Juliette Lewis, Penelope Ann Miller, Priscilla Presley, Marissa Tomei, Jamie Kennedy, Joey Fatone, Juliette Lewis, Leonard Malton, Leah Michelle, Marissa Tomei, John Schneider, and Jimmy Walker. Simon Wright, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Ron Howard, Trey the Truth, Selma Blair, Tim Robbins, Tony Orlando, and William Shatner. And headed to random.org. Dual press proof with Joan Collins and Heather Locklear. Melissa and Joe Gorga, dual auto. And triple auto, Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, and Juliette Lewis. Alright. We're going to knock these out real quick, and then we're on to 2025 Leaf Metal Sports Heroes Multisport in a few minutes. We'll be back with randoms in just a second. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to be 3 or higher to be valid for us. We're going to go 7 times on each random, starting off with Joan Collins and Heather Locklear, dual press proof. That is 6 times. Final row. Heather Locklear coming out on top. Next up is Melissa and Joe Gorga, dual auto. That is 6 times. Final row. Joe Gorga coming out on top. And finally, Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, and Juliette Lewis. Triple auto, 1 of 1. That is 6 times. Final row. Beverly D'Angelo coming out on top. Congratulations. Alright, that is it for Pop. We are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Sports Heroes here in just a second. Going to get that set up and get to go, and we'll be back momentarily. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Sports Heroes to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we'll go live and eBay Live. Also, mention no purchase necessary. Link down in the description. Box number one. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what our leafy overlords have in store for us today. Edgar Martinez, 1 of 1. Edgerrin James, 1 of 1. And Conor McGregor, 2 of 5. Not the best day to see him pop up, especially if you're Azalea Banks. Really bad day for her. If you don't know the context, do not look it up. You have been forewarned. Cheryl Miller, 1 of 6. Nick Dunlap, 5 of 33. And R9, Ronaldo Nazario, 1 of 1. Boom. To be fair, he's rarely in the news for good reasons anymore. Chase Hooper, 4 of 5. Terry Bradshaw, 1 of 3. And Omar Vizquel, 32 of 100. On card inscribed. Archie Manning, 13 of 15. Joe Montana, 11 of 15. And Floyd Mayweather Jr., 410. Box number 5. Hines Ward, 1 of 12. Crypto Nate Robinson on card inscribed, 14 of 100. And on Cara Messi, 2 of 2. Lionel Messi. Boom. Jim Cat, 5 of 15. Maya Hamm, 5 of 5. And the franchise 4. Pete Rose, Barry Larkin, Tony Perez, and Paul O'Neill, 1 of 1. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have either of those 4 guys, any of those 4 guys. Bill Lee, 1 of 25. Reggie Jackson, 6 of 8. And Troy Polamalu, on card inscribed, 98 of 100. Antonio Walker, 6/15. Ricky Henderson, 5/9. And Juju Lewis, on card inscribed, 82/100. Box number 9. George McIntyre, 3/4. Allen Iverson, 7/7. And John Stallworth, on card inscribed, 60/100. Archie Griffin, 2/9. Mike Schmidt, 12/15. Goose Gossage, on card inscribed, 98/100. Ferguson Jenkins, 1/1. Mike Piazza, 3/25. And Jim Kelly, on card inscribed, 2/100. Goose Gossage, 11/35. Barry Larkin, 1/1. And Floyd Mayweather Jr., 95/100. On card inscribed. Dominique Wilkins, 6/8. DJ Lagway, 1/1. And dual auto of Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis, 1/4. Box number 14. Thurman Thomas, 1/9. Quentin Rampage Jackson, 3/15. And Barry Sanders, 1/5. Final box of the break, box number 15. Doug Flutie, 2/6. Ryan Sandberg, 13/35. And Archie Manning, Jim Hart, Joe Theismann, 1/5. Triple auto. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Really do appreciate it. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick. Then we'll take care of the 3 randoms that we've got. All right, for the hits, Edgar Martinez, Edgerrin James, Conor McGregor, Cheryl Miller, Chase Hooper, Archie Manning, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Hines Ward, Bill Lee, Antoine Walker, George McIntyre, Allen Iverson, Archie Griffin, Goose Gossage, Ferguson Jenkins, Goose Gossage, Barry Larkin, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Dominique Wilkins, DJ Lagway, Barry Sanders, and Doug Flutie. Nick Dunlap, Omar Vizquel, Joe Montana, Nate Robinson, Lino Messi. Jim Cat. Maya Hamm. Juju Lewis. John Stallworth. Mike Schmidt. Mike Piazza. Jim Kelly. And Quentin Rampage Jackson. Ronaldo Nazario. 1 of 1. That's a nice one. Terry Bradshaw. Reggie Jackson. Troy Polamalu. Ricky Henderson. Thurman Thomas. And Ryan Sandberg. And headed to random.org. We got 3 of them. Dual auto of Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis. Triple auto of Archie Manning, Jim Cat, and Joe Theismann. And quad auto of Pete Rose, Barry Larkin, Tony Perez, and Paul O'Neill. Alright, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break as always. Spending a little bit of your Monday morning here with us. We're going to knock these out at random.org, and we'll be back in just a moment with that. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to be through your high to be valid for us. We're going to go 8 times on the random, starting off with Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis dual auto. That is 6 times, 7 times, and final roll. Lennox Lewis coming out on top. Congratulations. Next up is the triple auto of Archie Manning, Jim Hart, and Joe Theismann. That is 7 times. Final roll. Joe Theismann coming out on top. And finally, Pete Rose, Barry Larkin, Tony Perez, and Paul O'Neill. Quad auto. That is 7 times. Final roll. Paul O'Neill coming out on top. Congratulations. Alright, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. Look forward to having you all back in here sometime soon. And until next time, everybody, have a good start to your week.